number 3, or jumpstart number 3. And today what I'm going to talk about is just educating yourself. Educating yourself about the types of foods that your body needs in order to function. Educating yourself about the type of exercises that are good for your body type. And also just educating yourself about how the body works in general. Those things are really important when you're going throughout your journey, because you may hit a plateau and you may not understand why you're not losing weight. And yeah, you're still working out, you're still eating okay, but you're not losing that weight. And so understanding how certain foods, certain exercises affect your body, it just makes you better prepared for dealing with those issues. And hopefully it'll keep you calm, and so you're not panicking and you're not binging and you're not feeling like all of this work that you're doing is for nothing. So some of the resources that I do recommend are magazines. Just go to a local bookstore. Like, I like to go to Barnes & Noble or Books A Million, whatever you have in your town, or even some of your smaller bookstores, the grocery store. Look at the magazines. Let's see, we got Eating Well for really good recipes. There's usually good health tips in there also. Good and Fresh. This is a newer magazine that I'm not that familiar with, but it also has really good recipes and a little bit of information in there about the benefits of certain foods. And then we have Oxygen, which is a really good magazine if you're really into building muscle and you maybe want to compete someday. This is a good source. We also have Self, Women's Health, even Weight Watchers. So you don't have to necessarily be part of Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig's or any of that stuff. All of this information is still very important. And it also gives you an idea of what you feel would work for you. So when you're reading up on all of this information, you may decide right off the bat that you want to be a vegan, or you want to be vegetarian, or you want to be octo-vegan or raw vegan. And it sounds really good. It sounds really good, but educating yourself about other things other than being vegetarian or vegan and those things that you're planning to do is really important, because you may find that, yeah, being vegan is kind of cool for a couple weeks, maybe a few months, but it may not be for you. So educate yourself about, eating healthier meats or eating leaner meats, and, just everything, so that you're not just going in with tunnel vision, that you are prepared for whatever may happen. Because you may decide down the road that, yeah, I do want to still eat beef, I do still want to eat pork, but you don't want to eat it all the time. So getting a variety in your diet. Also, with being educated about different foods, is it makes you more open to wanting to try new stuff. Because if you have that education, if you know what types of foods offer these vitamins or these minerals and so on and so forth, then you may be more likely to include those in your diet, whereas before, if you don't really know that much about it, you may just avoid it. So educate yourself about that kind of stuff. For example, you can use books like Superfood, and this is just, I think I just paid like maybe $5 for this. I got it from this a store that was going on clearance. So look for little deals like that. And then my friend also bought me this book, The Flavor Thesaurus, and it gives you a lot of great information about different ingredients, and it also has a few recipes in here, and that's a good source. Use your regular cookbooks. I mean, when you're cooking at home, you have more control over what's going into your body, and you can make adjustments here and there. And I actually use just my regular cookbooks, and I adjust some of the ingredients to make it a little bit more healthy. But this book right here, Forever Summer with Nigella Lawson, has really good recipes, and they're healthy in general, just really simple. So look for simple, healthy recipes. Also have vegetarian times. When I decided years and years and years ago that I was going to be a vegetarian, this was the first book that I bought, and I bought several since. And I still use some of the basic principles from this book, but I'm not a complete vegetarian. I'm actually more pescatarian than anything else. Crazy Sexy Diet. This is more of a raw vegan cleansing program, but I felt the healthiest when I was actually following this program for like 21 days. And it's eating really good raw food, but also finding that balance. And this isn't something that, for me, that I would do for the rest of my life. But it was good to have that information. I learned so much from this book, and I still incorporate juicing and things like that into my diet. And it also just made me more aware of how my body responds to different foods and different juices and things. So it's a really good source. Another vegetarian book, and then I also have a gluten, wheat, and dairy-free book. So some of you guys out there who may be lactose intolerant or may have issues with gluten, this could be a good resource. Also, other books out there that are similar. But this just gives you an idea of some of the resources that you can look into. Prevention magazine. You can go old school and just, maybe read some books, some of these bigger books that are going to take a while to read. But, it's not necessarily for you to find a diet fix. It's just to give yourself more information. And then finally, I would recommend getting with the Kindle. So taking your Kindle and if you go to Amazon, if you have a Prime membership account, you can actually borrow books from their lending library. And that way you can have access to different resources and you don't have to pay for it, or you don't have to pay extra money. And with that, you can borrow the book for as long as you need it. And it's also just a really good way to learn more about your body, learn more about the nutrients and things that your body needs, and just being prepared throughout your journey. So I hope that information helps you. Again, if you have questions, please feel free to email me or to post comments. And I hope you guys have a great day and have a great week. Thanks.